Anthem is now 5 years old, much like with the Division 2, which I just recently made a video on, and I have been playing both the Division 2 and Anthem for just some looter-shooter fun, just doing a little bit here and there, and I have to say, in 2024, I'm having a lot of fun on Anthem. I liked the game back then. It was actually the first video I ever released on my channel back in 2020, was the fact that I like Anthem, and I think that they should never have abandoned it, and they should have played on and added more content to it and worked on it and just done something with it. It's a massive oversight, in my opinion, on EA's part. BioWare, I can see what they were shooting for, and for some things they definitely achieved it. The actual gameplay loop is a lot of fun. The concepts are really great. Besides the monetization, obviously, and the customization does leave a lot to be desired. You tend to get more like these weird texture designs than you do of anything else. There is still an in-game store, so people can still spend real money on things if you want. You do not need to. You can earn all of the currency you need to be able to get anything. However, it can be a bit grindy, but if that's your thing, then cool, this is your game. That, you know, Anthem is still worth picking up. Now, of course, you cannot buy it digitally anymore. You can only buy it physically on Xbox One or PS4, which of course will still work via backwards compatibility. So there is that. I own it digitally on PlayStation, so although this is captured from my PlayStation 5, I can't do much about the 30 frames per second. That's pretty much what it's locked at. And when I go from playing PC game with high frame rate or a PS5 game on performance mode and then go to playing a game with 30 frames per second, it's kind of like my eyes melt from the absolute, what the hell's this? But I don't mind. It's not the end of the world for me. I grew up through the 90s with PAL TVs, 50Hz, so bring on your worst. But Anthem has a lot of stuff in it still. There's still quite a lot of people playing it. I'm always matched up with people pretty instantly on whatever I want to do, whether it's going out on just random patrols or doing strongholds or anything, really. I'm always matched with people. I'm getting loot. The satisfaction is there from the loot being dropped and stuff. Sometimes it looks shinier than it actually is when you get it, but the serotonin is there. I do like quite a lot of the missions. I think they're really cool. The flight mechanics of the javelin suits are just the highlight of the game. That coupled with the fact that there's 4 or 5 javelins, and they all have their own special ability, and the variations of combat options that you can unlock and add to your suit is definitely there. Of course, when you get to level 30, you unlock like epic game mode and be able to play on a harder difficulty to get better loot and a bit more challenge. There is still a fair bit to do on Anthem, but of course don't go into this thinking that there's going to be continued support, because there just is not, and it's such a shame they abandoned the whole Anthem 2.0 update they were going to do with revamping the game. That it is a crying shame, in all honesty, and in my honest opinion, EA should have just ploughed on, took the hit. Yes, okay, they released it, it wasn't very good at the start, but they should have just carried on. And like No Man's Sky, for example, is an absolute example of do not give up. Do not give up on your project if you have faith in it, and this just goes to show that they never had faith in it, they just wanted money. And that's all they cared about. They didn't care about making a good game or a good product. They just wanted money. And that is a massive problem with a lot of games, Suicide Squad, coming out at the moment. Suicide Squad. So, please, obviously, watch a few more videos and stuff. I'm going to be uploading more Anthem videos, like Let's Plays and stuff, because I really do enjoy playing it. And hopefully, watching me play it and listening to me having a good time on it might make you have a think about it. Of course, if you can pick this game up cheap, less than £10, it's worth that, 100%. There's no monthly subscription. It's, you know, you can go out there and play multiplayer with people. It's still a really good game for me personally. Some people may hate it, and that's fine, each to their own, but I personally really like it. But let me know in the comments what you think of Anthem. Have you ever played it, or have you been thinking of playing it because you've seen it cheap somewhere? And as always, thank you very much for watching.